For the second time ever in GTA Online, we will be able to explore North Yankton at our own leisure in GTA Online. This time, however, not in free mode, and there are some parts missing, but we'll get into that a little bit later. First, you want to create your own job. You can do this by accessing the Rockstar Creator either through single player or through online. How to do that, I'm showing on your screen right now, so pay attention to that. There's two ways you can go about creating the job. Either you can decide to make a deathmatch so you can spawn in a variety of different vehicles like the Raiju for example, or the Oppressor or the Deluxo. But for a deathmatch you will be required to get an additional person with you, so if you have a friend then bring him along, or if you get lucky enough with a random who knows what you're doing, then you can decide to do that too. You can also decide to create a race. However, with a race, the likelihood of you being able to get out of the vehicle does go down a little bit. The advice I would have for you in the race is to set it to a GTA race and then also use either an Oppressor Mark II or the Luxo to have a higher chance of getting out. I'm not super familiar with the creator itself, and I apologize for that, as it's one of the aspects of the game that I've never really fully explored. But if you want to be on the safe side, make sure to just create a deathmatch to have as much customization as possible. Then you want to bookmark the Ludendorff Cemetery Survival, which you can find in the jobs, play jobs, survivals, and then obviously you can just bookmark it by pressing square or X on your respective controller. Then you want to create your own playlist with the Ludendorff Cemetery Survival as your first job, and the second job should be the job that you just created or want to use. You don't have to use the job that you created per se. If you want to use an air race or anything like that, then you can definitely do that as well. Make sure that if you create a job or add a job to your playlist that you have air vehicles available, because you need to make sure that you have a vehicle that is capable of flying. Or you can also save all of that stuff and just simply bookmark one of the playlists down below. I figured I'd just explain everything in case people want to create their own customized experience. With all of that stuff done and you having started the playlist as well as the Ludendorff Survival, you can then blow yourself up as soon as the round started, and then you can load into the second job. The second job will then have the North Yankton location loaded in, and you'll be able to explore it to your own leisure. If you are in a deathmatch, make sure to set the timer to 60 minutes so you have all the time in the world, and then you simply want to get into a vehicle or whatever the case may be and just make your way to North Yankton. You are able to get out of your vehicle and then start walking around, exploring, and whatever the case may be. And yes, as I mentioned before, there are some parts missing, and this is probably because of the sake of optimization, so the game doesn't completely crash and burn, especially on those older generation platforms. Because, you know, having North Yankton completely loaded in seems like a pretty bad idea when you only need the cemetery. But the majority of North Yankton is explorable. You can kind of just see why it will probably never ever be an actual location in GTA Online, because there really is barely anything there. But still a very cool thing to explore if you've never done this before. Again, check the links in the description down below for a playlist of every single platform. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and become a member like Chloe, GTA Plus, and Notorious Jam. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.